The fiscal cliff. You've heard that phrase used a lot by folks in Washington in the last few months.
Fiscal cliff.
Look at the fiscal cliff.
Fiscal cliff.
Fiscal cliff.
Fiscal cliff.
Others prefer to use the phrase taxmageddon. So what is the fiscal cliff? And is taxmageddon really near? Well, maybe. You see, there's a series of budget cuts and tax increases set to take effect around New Year's Day, all of which could slow the economic rebound. Here's what could happen. Tax cuts passed during George W. Bush's presidency are scheduled to expire again. Rates on investment income, estates, and gifts could all go back up. Married couples filing jointly would have to pay more taxes. The value of the child tax credit would drop from $1,000 to $500. So could a bunch of other business tax breaks. Then there's the budget. Congress and the White House last year agreed to about $1 trillion in federal budget cuts over the next decade to pay down the deficit. Now, all of this can be avoided if Congress and the White House cut a new deal to keep the tax cuts and find a less drastic way to cut the budget. And if they don't, the economy likely will suffer. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office recently issued this warning. The budget cuts and tax increases could push unemployment above 9% again and produce economic conditions, quote, that will probably be considered a recession. So how's Washington going to fix this? Well, it depends on who wins the White House. If President Obama wins, he's likely to push Congress to quickly sort out at least some of the cuts and increases before the ball drops on New Year's Day. The rest would be sorted out next year. But if Mitt Romney wins, many Republicans want to pass temporary extensions and then sort out everything else in 2013. Either way, all of this uncertainty likely going to have an effect on the economy through the rest of the year. You'll hear the phrase the fiscal cliff or taxmageddon a lot in the coming months. At least now you know what it means.